34th edition of the African Cup of Nations. And we have good news. Yeah, it's coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles. All the players are fit and ready to roll on Sunday against the host nation, the Ivory Coast, the Côte d'Ivoire. That's right. The journey for the two of them, Ivory Coast and Nigeria in Group A. We got the better of the Group A outing, but then at the end of the day, the resilience of the Ivorians and of course the compactness, the seriousness, the determination of the Super Eagles, even though we were scoring less goals in group stage, but then we turned up, changed our playing plans, and of course that inspirational striker, the African Footballer of the Year currently, Victor Osimhen, always making sure that even though he's not scoring as much, things are going smoothly in front. And then the story comes to the final of that very competition, which of course is coming up tomorrow. It is a grand finale, and we are excited right here in the studio, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The show is Sports Lounge. My name is Dario Johnson. Olujimi Dare-Ogun is here, and we are welcome you to the show. Welcome to Sports Lounge. Jimmy, good morning, and God bless you, my brother.
Good morning. It feels great to be here. Another time to talk sport, another time to talk the Super Eagles of Nigeria, another time to also look into some of the things going on, basically in boxing football, but hey, within the short time we have to do all of this.
All right, within the short time that we have to do all of this, we're stepping out by 7:30 tops. We're going to try and do justice to the show this time as much as we can. Remember also that for traffic update, we have you covered for that. Going straight to that traffic update. Now, when we come back, we'll talk something in the Formula 1, and then see how we can push everything together. For football, we got games, club football games also going
Absolutely.
up this weekend, so we'll do all of that together. All right, going straight to traffic update now. I have a report here talking about traffic update from Okodo. Generally, we're experiencing very good movement within the length and breadth of the area of coverage. The stretch of Ajegunle, Abule, Bakodo, both inward and outwards, good. Ojaba and Charity intersections, including all the adjoining roads, equally okay for now. Ilepo corridor not looking bad, while managers trooping in for the day activities. Talking about traffic managers doing the needful, they are very much present there. It's really important the way that they do their job, and they've been doing it really well. Okay, from the roads of Lagos to Formula 1. When you mention Formula 1, we're talking about the racetrack. That's another road, but then it's for the sports cars, the fast, little, very close to the ground cars. Yeah, very close to the ground. Okay, about Formula 1, Christian Horner talking about Red Bull's shift. Says Red Bull's investigation into allegations of inappropriate behavior against Christian Horner is set to continue after a new resolution was reached during a first interview with the Formula 1 team principal on Friday. Red Bull GmbH, the Austrian parent company of the F1 team, launched an independent investigation after allegations of controlling and coercive behavior were made against Horner. Horner on Friday faced his first interview with the external specialist barrister carrying out the investigation, with the London meeting understood to have lasted more than 8 hours. Now, we're talking about administrators, and the way they do things. And, over there, any little thing, we put under scrutiny.
Christian Horner has been with the team since the inception, the joint Formula 1. He's been the team principal, I think, from 2009 or 2006. And this time around, this is coming up at a time when his team is on a very good high. I mean, 3 back-to-back Constructors' Championship, Drivers' Championship going their way as well, at a time when he's now enjoying the fruit of his labor. Some of this attitude of his are now coming to limelight. I just fear it's not all about physical abuse at the end of the day, or probably 1 or 2 persons reporting him for something like that. He said he's come out to say he knew nothing about all of this. And I saw one of his quotes on Telegraph. My fear is hopefully this will not affect them on the racetrack. He was one of those persons that stood in for Max Verstappen to say it should be the number one driver, even when Daniel Ricciardo was there. I mean, you can't have a Daniel Ricciardo, an 18-year-old, 19-year-old boy will come and say, from the second season, he became the number one driver in that.
Another one was drafted from lap 2 now.
Yes, so he stood his ground to say this guy deserves to be the number one driver in this team. And so imagine when someone like that, one principal like that is being chopped off the team, and what's happened to play drivers like Max Verstappen, what's happened to the setting of the team, how is everyone going to cope? Let's hope they sort this out. Let's hope it's not something not that serious. However, I mean, going into an investigation and spending 8 hours in discussion, I'm sure there is more to this.
All right, we'll see what happens. Actually, it has been there since 2005, so 19 years now. It's really been in charge. 50-year-old is denying the allegations. We'll see. Such a story is always a development story. We'll see in the coming days or weeks or even months. I
hope they sort it out before March when the season is going to
I'm
start.
thinking it's the distraction that the likes of Mercedes and Ferrari need.
It's the distraction, really. But
I mean, to work for them and against Red Bull.
Well, it depends. I mean, the quality of the car Max Verstappen is driving is way ahead of those two. So, I mean,
if there's no ginger from your backbone, they lose Gado.
Maybe.
Anyway, moving on from there to other sports. Well, for boxing, we know that May 18 is certain. For Usyk and Fury.
No, don't say certain yet. You don't know what Fury may come up with.
Yeah, right though. But I don't think Fury will come up with any excuse. Even the interview that Usyk did, it was somehow laughing at. Of Usyk. Because it's known for that. It's
pathetic. If you watch that interview at some point, I saw the one with BBC, and he said it means the childbirth of his daughter because he was training I think in Spain. He could not go to Russia. It says a whole lot of his commitment to this fight, and at the end of the day, I mean, Fury decided to be Fury when it matters the most. So it's true. Bernard is back in Ukraine, his home team, so let's hope that he sees his family at time with them before coming back to the booth or the camp.
All right, I'll go on this break. When we come back, we'll talk everything football, starting with the African Cup of Nations. Yes, Nigeria and the Ivory Coast tomorrow in the final. But today, we have a third place playoff talking about South Africa, the team that we bundled out versus Dr. Congo.
I saw it. That was why I said it first.
Dr. Congo. I'm making jest of my wife because of that. That's how she calls DR Congo. Anyway, we're back after this short break. Yes, for the second half of the show. You're listening to Sports Lounge on Lagos Traffic 96.1 FM. Definitely know what we're going to do. We know what we're going to do. We're going to win it. We are going to win on Sunday, 9 p.m. Yes, after the closing ceremony, some of the things that need to be done. You see, after the match or before the match, they do closing ceremony. Usually, I think before the match, they do.
Before the match, so the closing ceremony.
By the time the match is done, everybody's done the go out.
Yes, emotions will be flying after the match, and I don't think some fans
nobody. Even players have never leave pitch. They still celebrate.
And the losing team will not want to wait to see the paparazzi you have. Even if you're Michael Jackson in Paracom, they don't lose now. Yeah, so I don't think they want to.
I'm really looking forward to the final. It's going to be really an exciting one. I mean, the 3-time champions and the 2-time champions.
Yeah, So it's going to be a very difficult one.
Like when AC and Liverpool meet.
Yes, just a title separating the two of them. So the Ivorians will want to catch up with Nigeria. Nigeria want to extend their lead as well in terms of the number of African Cup of Nations won. This is the 8th time the Super Eagles will be getting into the final, and also for the first time in 10 years, it must be said the last time they won this was in 2013 under Coach Stephen Keshi.
Technically, it's 11 years.
It's 11 years. So because I was saying 10 years because it's 2023 edition. So and I wouldn't say that as well. It's so interesting to see how our weakness has turned out to be our greatest point. Our goalkeeping department was our fear going into the tournament, and our goalkeeping department now turned out to be the most outstanding department on the pitch. Takes us away from the attack as well. Maybe the only flaw we have is the midfield. Although we have fantastic defensive midfielders in Alassane Yusuf as well as Franco Yeka, creativity wise.
Even though you got me upset in semi-final.
Yes, I agree.
Talking about Alassane Yusuf.
Yes, so but I mean the defensive department is above 60%, and I think this is the strength of the Ivorians, which we must be very careful. They have Frankie Kessie, they have Sako, they have Fofana, and these are physically demanding players who can as well be pacey with ability to shoot from long range. So Nigeria must be careful of them. Going forward as well, I think we are superior defensively. They are nowhere close to us, and I think this is where the likes of Victor Osimhen will become an handful for them, and so which reduces the strength of their creativity, because these midfielders, we always want to support the defense more because of the trade the likes of Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen brings forward. I would love to see a more decisive Moses Simon. His tricks have been fantastic. When I say decisive, the way Amala played against the Angolans is what I want to see again. I also want to see less wasteful Alex Iwobi in terms of his passes. I would love to see probably someone like Samuel Chukwueze being dropped to the bench. I would know, maybe he should come in the second half as well.
Chukwueze doesn't start.
He started, I think, once. I'm just saying this because of our right wing. So I would love to see that as well. Defensively speaking, I don't think there is any fear. Maybe Seydou Sanusi needs to come back into the starting 11. I know.
No, the coach said he's not sure it's going to be.
So
that's why Osai Samuel played in
so he trained yesterday as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he trained yesterday as well. Trained 2 days ago. Trained on Thursday. Trained on Friday. So if he can train today, maybe that will give us more of his state
but then if
of
he's not
things.
fit, he should not be right.
Yeah, I'm saying if he's fully fit, I would love to see him. Why? Because in as much as his attacking prowess is not the best, his defensive prowess is incomparable. So I would love to see him. Olaina has done a great job. I was talking to someone yesterday, and it's difficult to pick the best. It's difficult to pick the best player in the team. The captain has been one of the best so far. Captain, fantastic. Talking about William Troost-Ekong, midfielders have been fantastic. Goalkeeper, most outstanding. Victor Osimhen, not scoring yet, outstanding. So it's difficult to pick. I think that the Ivorians will be worried. I think that the Ivorians will be scared of us, and I also think that the Super Eagles at the end of the day will prevail.
Now, all in all, what do you see the...
All in all, I think this will end in 2-1. Nigeria will score their first 2 goals before the Ivorians score one, and then they start chasing the game.
You don't want the clean sheet.
I don't think I want a clean sheet. I don't think
that will get the golden glove.
I think he has done enough to win the golden glove. His biggest threat is already in the third place, which is also going to be won by DR Congo anyways. Let them, these South Africans, they amount too much. Maybe they don't win anything.
We have games coming up this weekend. We have just 1 minute.
Yes, in the English Premier League, it's Everton against Manchester United. Tottenham Hotspur are playing against Brentford. Tomorrow is Arsenal against West Ham United. Aston Villa as well against Manchester United on that game to look out for. In the Italian Serie A, biggest of them on the AC Milan against Napoli. AS Roma will be playing against Inter Milan. Atalanta as well, I think we're playing against Frosinone. Watch out for AS Roma as well as AC Milan against Napoli. Yes, Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid against Girona. First against second.
Girona still second?
Yes, first against second. Sevilla against Atletico Madrid. Another game to look out for.
Okay, and we know that next week Champions League football resumes.
I'm going on to win this.
I will be back this afternoon to discuss all of that. Why they do? Why? Anyway, thank you for being part of the show.